Hello, my loves, and welcome back to Tarot with Kat. Today, we're stepping into the threshold of a brand new era because 2026 isn't just another year. It's a cosmic ignition point. Multiple major cycles begin at once, and astrologers across the world are calling it the year of initiation. Before we move into our New Year's Eve tarot reading, I want to walk you through the most powerful astrological placements shaping 2026, the energies that will define the next chapter of your life and honestly, the next chapter of human history. Number one, Saturn enters Aries. A new 29-year cycle is going to begin. Saturn moves into Aries in 2026, and this is huge. Saturn only changes signs every few years, but entering Aries marks the beginning of an entirely new 29-year cycle. This is the energy of independence, leadership, bold action, rebuilding from scratch. People feel pressure to prove themselves. Old structures dissolve, new pioneers rise in tech, in politics, and spiritual leadership. This is a global reset in how we define authority and courage. Saturn in Aries sets the tone for decades to come, you guys. Number two, Neptune enters Aries. The mystic chooses fire. Neptune also enters Aries in 2026, joining Saturn. This is a rare double initiation, the mystic and the architect both stepping into the flames. This brings embodied active spirituality, illusions burning away, a rise in spiritual activism, and new mythologies and creative movements, a collective craving for authenticity. This is spirituality with a sword, compassion with a backbone. Okay, number three, we have Uranus and Gemini, the new internet transit. Uranus settles into Gemini, and this is where things get electric. You can expect explosive innovation in AI, language and media, new forms of digital communities. By the way, shout out to my group 7 peeps watching right now. Radical shifts in how we think, speak, and learn. Transportation breakthroughs. A collective hunger for novelty. The last time Uranus was in Gemini, the world saw telegraphs and railroads. This time, we're looking at the next evolution of communication and the next internet. Okay, the fourth thing, number 4, a new Eclipse Series begins, an era-shifting energy. 2026 launches a brand new eclipse cycle, and eclipses always mark karmic redirections. So this year brings major life path changes, a focus on self-expression and relationships, lessons around identity and community, emotional maturity, and soul level growth. New eclipses mean collective lessons, and many people will feel called to change course entirely. So the fifth big thing we have in 2026 is Jupiter in Cancer. So Jupiter in Cancer and Jupiter in Leo, which means the heart opens. Jupiter moves through Cancer and then Leo in 2026, and this is such a beautiful emotional arc, you guys. Jupiter in Cancer, I happen to be Cancer rising, brings emotional expansion, focus on home, ancestry, and belonging, a desire for safety and nourishment. And then Jupiter enters Leo, bringing a creative renaissance in 2026 as well. Big personalities rising, art, performance, and self-expression. A collective desire to be seen is going to be felt this year. The heart opens inward first and then outward. Okay, sixth major thing in 2026. Lunar nodes in Aquarius and Leo. The visionary and the performer. So the nodes shift into Aquarius and Leo, and this axis is literally just right up the alley for especially fire signs like myself, okay? It brings collective lessons around individuality, community, innovation versus authenticity, technology versus humanity, reclaiming personal creativity in a digital world. This is the axis of the visionary and the performer, the future builder and the heart-centered creator. It's so exciting, you guys. The seventh thing, the year of the fire horse, unstoppable momentum. In Chinese astrology, 2026 is the year of the fire horse and one of the rarest transits in positive energies. So you can expect rule breaking, rapid societal change, passion, creativity, and risk taking, and old systems burning away. This amplifies the Aries and Uranus transits as well. It's wild, fiery reinvention. So the big picture for 2026, which by the way also adds to 10, a 1 and a 0, a 10-year, the year of initiation. Multiple cycles begin at once. Saturn, Neptune, the nodes, Jupiter shifts in a new eclipse series. Astrologers describe 2026 as, quote, a year of vast changes we have yet to experience in our lifetime. The dawning of a whole new era, the year of the unbridled spirit. This isn't just a new chapter, it's a new book. And now let's step into our New Year's Eve tarot reading, shall we? And see how you're meant to move through this year of initiation. As usual, check out the description to this reading below. I have links to all my tarot decks and ways you can support me and my channel. You can buy me a coffee if you enjoyed this reading. That's always great, really appreciated. There's a link there. Be sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I've got links to those in my description. I really appreciate that. And yeah, thank you so much. You can also learn a lot more about tarot on my YouTube channel. Check out my Learn About Tarot playlist. Let's get into our reading now, shall we? Let's see, where shall I put my cup? One moment. I have actually a hot toddy on New Year's Eve. My cough is getting better. We had feared that it might be a black mold problem. All right. This will be the general reading for New Year's Eve for the coming year, 2026, for whatever souls need to hear this. All right. We'll start with our Smith Waite. I got to. Pixie, it's a pixie thing. It's a Pamela Collinson thing. It's a woman, it's a suffragette thing. I got to use it. I love it. I love it. I love Pixie, who has us coming out with the Wheel of Fortune. All right, for the new year. We're coming up at the heart of our spread is the Wheel of Fortune. And it really is. There's so many new things going on. In a good way. I know people can't have a hard time believing that right now with all that's going on, but for real, believe it. Okay, we're coming up with the Wheel of Fortune. We're being crossed as our challenged obstacle or awareness by this Three of Cups. Down here in our subconscious tool shed, we have the High Priestess. We are stepping out of the immediate past, a Four of Pentacles situation. This is such a beautiful reading for New Year's Eve, you guys. I will do another one also on tomorrow on New Year's Day for the new year, but this is kind of a goodbye to 2025, and it's so exciting so far. Okay, in our crown, up here in our crown, the Hermit. I love it. It's so perfect. Stepping into the immediate future. In 2026, the Hierophant, not surprising, the Hierophant. Us in our environment, the Fool. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, this is crazy. Okay, us right now, we are the Fool right now, stepping into a brand new cycle, brand new, that could not be, along with the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, us in the heart, the Wheel of Fortune, and us in our environment, the Fool. Kind of crazy. Wow. Our environment around us. Yeah, Six of Swords, no doubt. Hopes and fears segment up here. In our hopes, the Sun. My second, maybe favorite or second tied. It's tied with the Queen of Wands, which is me, which is my car. I'm the Queen of Wands. Sag, passion, fire. Yeah. Wow. You guys, this is amazing. This is beautiful. Happy New Year's Eve, everybody. All right. Final potential outcome. Okay, some juggling. All right. It's a two of coins. It's a balancing act, a juggling act. I think I understand that one too. And we'll get more clarification. Well, like I usually do on most of my readings, I'm going to use my Arcanum deck now, and I've done a very special, you know what? I'm going to give it another little quick mix around. Even though I've already done that, I give it one more. And we're going to read this either upright or reversed. It's going to give further confirmation, clarification of this reading. And then we'll pull a couple other clarifying cards from a couple of my other tarot decks and an oracle card for the year for this spread is what we'll do for our New Year's Eve spread. Thank you guys for being here. Don't forget to subscribe. My first 500 subscribers get their membership free. I'm opening up my members section very, very soon for extended reads and things because I'd like to continue to be able to keep doing this. So be one of the first 500 to get yours for free. Be a VIP. Be there, be square. All right, here we go. So that's our first clarification card. Okay, you guys. Wow. So yeah, so we're coming up with this Wheel of Fortune. It's halfway through the Fool's Journey, and it's the universe just kind of, everything just turning on it. It's also the card of good luck and just like serendipity, like when you trust your intuition, which is what we have down here in our subconscious. It's that when you learn to trust your intuition and you're tuning back in and you're remembering who you are, why you're here. The universe just sends things your way, and it's like this Wheel of Fortune moment. It's beautiful. It's so gorgeous. Things just change and spin and spin of the wheel, and it's a beautiful place to be. That's where we are right now. So many of us. Challenge crossing us as our challenge, obstacle, or awareness. I think it's an awareness. I don't see it as an obstacle. It's this connection. It's this Three of Cups. It's this networking. I had said something about networking. This is the year of networking, social networking, and we're going to see new social networks and new ways of forming communities. And that's what this card is. And that's in our awareness that going forward into 2026, the way we associate, the way we form communities with each other is going to necessarily shift because of what's happening so rapidly with AI and technology and politics and all of that. The way we form community groups and networks are, first of all, our social networks are going to be more important than ever. So this is all about social networking. So that is a very important thing to keep in our awareness. But look what we're bringing with us, the High Priestess. We're bringing the High Priestess with us. She's all knowing. She's holding the Torah. She's got her foot in the water. She's pure intuition, pure. There are no secrets from her. She's all divine knowledge. She knows the code. She knows the algorithm. She knows all the algorithms. You realize we're sitting in an algorithm, right? And the High Priestess gets all that. She's the mathematician. And that's beautiful. We're bringing a knowledge of that with us in our subconscious into the new year. That's great. We're stepping out of a 4. Okay, so we're stepping out of, in the recent past, this 4 of Pentacles. And it's a card of holding on tightly to what you've got. You finally earned some stuff and you're worried about losing it. It's a card of scarcity. It's a card of, and it represents 2025. Everybody acting out of scarcity and fear. It's the only reason we support war and all the barbarism and stuff that we have tolerated throughout human history is because of scarcity. The supposed scarcity of resources by us, and the fear of being left out in the cold, and that fear and all that frequency, all of that is this scarcity card, this 4 and the 5 of Pentacles, really. And he's clutching these coins and doesn't want to let them go. But guess what? And that's what everybody's been doing. That's what the whole world has been doing, right? But guess what? When you're doing this, your hands can't be open to receive. So you gotta move past that 4. And scarcity is an illusion. The universe is infinite. It is infinite. Miracles are real. Um, it's hard to talk about these matters without sounding cuckoo. So I always kind of have to monitor myself when I speak about these things carefully, because I don't think everybody understands my perspective. But yeah, we're coming out of a 2025 year where everybody has felt very much that scarcity mentality. And I think people are starting to wake up to the fact that that too isn't just an illusion, a creation that we don't have to buy into, that's not necessary. I mean, there's probably some multi-billionaires that would hate the world to wake up and realize that, but they shouldn't. They don't need to. There is plenty for everyone in this universe. Okay, so that's what we're stepping out of. Clearly, everybody in 2025, right? So then up here in the crown, our crown chakra here, we have our hermit. So this part of our cross goes basically from our lower chakra, our subconscious, to our higher chakra, where we're consciously forming thoughts and consciously choosing the thoughts we're going to think, which leads to the feelings we feel, which leads to the reality we're manifesting, right? So in our crown, we have the hermit, the ninth major arcana. He comes just before the Wheel of Fortune. He's the hermit, and so he's all about the fool, who we are in our environment, has come all the way through his journey halfway, and he encounters the hermit. And the hermit, he learns to take the wisdom, all the things he's learned up to now, to be quiet and introspective and not full of ego, and be using that wisdom you've learned from your intuition, from your high priestess, from all these experiences, which are environment, these 6 swords that we're getting, the swords that we're getting past and all that. That becomes the light that's shining in the lantern that he's using to shine forward. That light is his wisdom now that he has gained through experience, and through a willingness to just be open, to be aware and to be open and to feel. Yeah. So that's our ideal, is to be that hermit, to be a little bit recluse, just to be more mindful, thoughtful, and applying our wisdom to situations moving forward, and instead of just stepping in, tiptoeing off the cliff like we do when we're first the fool and we're just gung-ho, you know, we're stepping forward, but now we're stepping forward with so much more awareness and clarity about ourselves and the rest of the world. We're stepping into, during 2026, a 5, which are off balance, off-putting. It's some instability around social groups, because it's the Hierophant. We're stepping into the Hierophant, the 5th major arcana. Lots of major arcana. We're the Wheel of Fortune. We've got the High Priestess below us, the Hermit above us. So we are the Fool. We've got the Sun in here, and we're stepping into the Hierophant. With all of these major arcana, there's major stuff happening. So the Hierophant is a religious authority. They were the people in charge, the rabbis, the people in charge of laying down the law, God's law, for everybody, and what they should follow and what they should think. This is a really tricky one for me to explain about the Hierophant, and not lose a lot of you along the way if I talk about mirroring frequencies and things like that. So our social groups are super important, you guys. We can't function without each other. We're all interconnected. We're all just distant cousins who haven't met yet. So all of our social groups, which is what the Hierophant represents, it represents all of those groups that we belong to and identify with, that have a set of norms and structures that we're all expected to follow as part of that group. So whether it's our PTA groups or our church groups, or, you know, whatever religion you belong to, your political party, your political group, if that's your thing, right? And they all lay down these rules. So we're stepping into a Hierophant situation where we're going to have some people who are hopefully going to help us be able to do this to work together in a group in a way that's positive and constructive. Because historically speaking, the Hierophants of the world have led us down wrong paths. A lot. And so we're stepping into another Hierophant situation, and I think we're all going to be questioning all these groups, you know? And are they legit? And where are they coming from? And is that a good place that they're coming from? Or do we want to shift gears? Were we wrong? It's okay to say, you know what? We didn't understand. We were on a different frequency. We were feeling fear. We never considered that perspective before. We realize we're all a lot more alike than different. That's what we're all going to be facing in 2026 and having to figure out and having to, yeah. So I have a New Year's challenge, and I'm going to post it. I'll say it here, and I'm going to post it on Facebook, and that is just to have everyone for one day, just to see what it does to the algorithm, just to see what it does to the bots out there that are and all the AI that's learning from us, to go to our walls and just hide anything that's first of all, forgive ourselves for posting it, for getting caught up in the negativity and posting that stuff, but hide it off our walls, and then put some positive affirmations or some, just, I don't know. I'm gonna have a couple different action items everybody could do, and challenge everybody to see how many of the 10 they can do or something like that, to just try to stop the negative energy and get the energy flowing in a more positive direction, to break everybody out of their negative social media echo chambers. We'll see how that works. We'll see how that little experiment works. Let's get to the staff, shall we? We are in our environment this full. That's because we're starting a brand new journey. We're entering a whole new era, like I explained in the beginning, with the planets and what's happening astrologically. We have things conjuncting and, happening that, again, 29-year cycle, like, and things that we haven't seen in ever. So it's a cool time. So no wonder we're feeling like the fool. And that's not the fool like an idiot fool. It's just a fool who's just brand new on his journey and kind of maybe naive and, yeah, so optimistic. It's pure optimism and hope and joy. Our environment is this 6 of Swords. So we're getting through hard times. We've gone them. We're 6s are coming back into balance after the 5s. We've had some disagreements and things, but you know what? Now we're seeing eye to eye. Now we're all in the boat together, and we're getting across now to the other side, to a happier place, to a better place. So there's healing and coming back into like as far as communication goes with those around us, coming back into a better balance after we've experienced it. In the last week's readings I've gotten the 5 of Swords a lot. So now our hopes, of course, is the Sun, one of my favorite. It's like beautiful major arcana. It's just happiness, joy. It's joy in action. It's life happening, but happening to that beautiful tune, to a really happy tune and a really good frequency. And I love it. Of course, we're hoping for the Sun. And then our final potential outcome is a 2 of Pentacles. So 2s are always a fork in the road, choices to be made, and Pentacles have to do with health, wealth, finances. This all has to do with keeping all the things in your life balanced out and having to do that. So let's see what our clarification card is. We're going to read it either upright or reversed, and then we'll get a little bit more clarification on that, shall we? So, an Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so you are the 2 Pentacles, so juggling, and we get the Ace of Pentacles reversed, okay? We've got an Ace of Pentacles reversed, which means shortage or losses. Unexpected expenses or losses disrupt your economic stability. Resources seem limited. Goes right along with that juggling the coins as a potential final outcome. Can we get more clarification on that? We'll we'll get some more clarification of that potential final outcome from my old Rider-Waite deck that I've had for nearly 40 years. Okay, this one. We are the Magician. So, okay. That's important to remember with the scarcity, that we are the Magician. Of course we are. We're manifesting, and we have all the tools. He's got all the tools at his disposal. Swords, pentacles, cups. Yeah. And wands. And we're just starting out. We're just manifesting. He's the first major arcana. So we've got 1, 2. We are the Fool. Can we get more advice on this juggling and this scarcity? I understand that we are the Magician. And so I think that's a reminder to us that we are scarcity. Okay, so I was talking about this scarcity mentality, and we got the scarcity card. I understand this. Thank you. Okay, so I was discussing about the scarcity mentality and how, you know, we were raised with this. We're stepping out of the scarcity mentality, and we got scarcity come up, and this is the reminder that that's a spell. That scarcity mentality is a spell that's put on us. It's not real. This thing, we got to remember that we are the Magician, and we can break that spell of scarcity. Let's get a couple more clarifying cards, shall we? Just a couple. We'll get one more from this deck, and then we'll pull a couple from a couple other decks, shall we? This little more advice for us. What else? Tell me what we need to know. Maybe about the 6 in our environment, the 6 swords around us this year, or the Hierophant. 7 swords. Look out, the 7's about. Have strategy. We need one more for that. Okay, so maybe you had to, thievery and stuff like that goes with that, because the 7 also has to do with, when it comes up in readings, depending on where it shows up, I always say, look out, sun's about, be careful of people tricking you, look out for contracts you're signing, it can mean that there's a thief about, or that you're being lied to, or somebody's pulling the wool over your eyes, but it also can mean just to have a strategy. So I feel like it could be a couple things. Number one, having experienced those 7 sword moments can lead to that belief that that's how we get tricked into that scarcity mentality, and then we repeat it over and over, and it becomes a reality. But it could also be telling us, as the Magician, to have a strategy. If we start to be experiencing these frequencies of scarcity that were so ingrained in us, remember that we're the Magician and just have a strategy for it. That's what I think. One more from our Rider-Waite. King of Swords. Forward progress with truth. So that, don't worry about that 7 swords. You got it. You're making forward progress. You're in reason, logic, swift, competent communicator. Cool. All right, we're going to get just a couple more, just because it's New Year's Eve, right? So this is my Light Seekers Tarot. I love the artwork on the Light Seekers Tarot. Pick a couple cards from here. More information about the coming year. We've got the Fool. Yeah, we got the Fool again. Yes, we are, for sure. It's a new year that we're stepping into with so much faith and love and optimism. And we definitely are the Fool. Here's how the Fool looks in my Light Seekers Tarot. I love it. All right. Can you tell us something more? Can you tell us something we didn't already know? Like, let's see. 8 Pentacles. All right, so this is 8 Pentacles is strength, and it's continuing to, it's associated with the Strength card, and it's just continuing to like ply your trade and keep cranking it out, and you know, nose to the grindstone as far as health, wealth, finances go. Don't give up on that. We're going to be doing some of that. We're going to be growing our pentacles there. No, we've doubled from the 4. No longer are we stuck in the 4 energy, and that's cool. Can you give us a little further clarification from our Light Seekers Tarot? We're going to draw just a couple more cards about our New Year's final words for 2025. So we were going from a 9, 2025, 225 equals 9, end of cycles, and we're entering a 10 year, 226, which is so exciting. With the I Ching, and it's a big deal. With the Chinese cycles, it's a big deal. All right, so a couple more cards came out. The King of Pentacles and the Star. Wow. I love it. So we got the King of Swords, but we also got King of Pentacles. So we're going to be making huge, stable, forward progress this year with our health, wealth, finances. We will be the king of those pentacles, and we got the Star. We got the beautiful Star card. Make a wish. Wishes being granted, dreams coming true. This is the time to do it. Make a wish right now, you guys. Make a wish. Put your wish in the comments. Don't even make it a wish. Put it as a statement. I'm so excited that this is coming to me this year. Wow, that's beautiful. I kind of want to pull one more, you guys. I want to pull one more from our Light Seekers Tarot. I feel like I don't want to over ask, but I don't think there's any such thing. Can we have a little more confirmation, clarification for us for 2026? Tell us what we need to know. What else do we need to know? Wait, what else? Well, 9 Wands. 9 Wands. A lot of work coming to we're at the end of a cycle. This is 2025, this 9 Wands, where 2025 is a 9. We're feeling exhausted. This is the card of exhaustion. This card is definitely representing what we're leaving behind in 2025, the 9. The feeling of exhaustion. We're entering into a 10 year where we're going to be feeling so much more energy and vitality and community and connection, and I love it. Okay, we're going to pull one more final card, and it will be, actually I want to pull 2 of these. We'll pull 2. I wonder if we'll get a plant and an animal, or 2 animals or 2 plants. We're going to pull 2 Celtic oracle cards. So the Celtic peoples, we're talking, you know, 600, 700, 800 BC and forward, had 13 months to the year, not 12. They had 13 months, and every month is associated with a plant and an animal. They're kind of like partners, the plant and animal, and they have different qualities and represent different things. So we're going to pull 2. Well, there's 1, and then we're going to pull 1 more Celtic oracle card. There it is. All right, so we're getting the snake. We got the snake and ivy. Cool. We got the snake and ivy. So we got an animal, a plant and an animal and a plant. Let's read, because I don't have this memorized. But for animals, the snake. Its plant ally is the ash. Its season is spring. The keywords are deep, changeable, and cunning. So snake and ash together exalt the qualities of clairvoyance, deepening, and genius. The shadow they cast may take the form of fearfulness, withdrawal, or delusion. Those born in the sign of the snake have the ability to go deep into the underworld and emerge again. Their times of withdrawing bring forth secret wisdom. The snake symbolizes transformation through the shedding of its skin, a powerful symbol of rebirth and renewal. Snake folk have a cool exterior, but there is much going on below the surface. Don't push the snake. Don't push the snake born far, lest they strike out. And then for our plant, ivy, the survivor. Its fellow animal, I think, is the moth. It's number 11. I believe it's a winter plant. Ivy, autumn. It's autumn. Its seasonal ally is the butterfly, not the moth, the butterfly. Its season is autumn. Keywords: determination, tenacity, and faith. I love that. That's the strength card, that tenacity. And that faith is the fool. Just blind faith literally is the fool. So if you were born during the season of Ivy, your greatest gift is your tenacity. Nothing can defeat you when you're determined to succeed. You are loyal and bring others along as you move forward, overcoming all obstacles along the way. Ivy folk are always ready to lend a helping hand, but they need to be aware of martyring themselves or growing bitter from lack of recognition. Ivy tends to overattach, which can lead to disappointment. If defeat does come, don't be too proud to ask for help. The ivy-born can survive what would wither and destroy lesser souls. Your faith will see you through any adversity. Well, those are a couple interesting oracle cards for the new year. Interesting. This was really enjoyable, you guys. Do check out my YouTube channel. Be one of my first 500 subscribers. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Have a safe and fun new year. And I will see you next year. Bye, you guys.